Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor and it is FOMC day today. The Fed is expected to cut interest rates by 25 basis points, and we're about to find out if this is going to blow the roof off of Bitcoin and altcoins in the crypto market. Welcome everybody to today's show. Be sure to smash that like button on your way in, and let's get down to business. So looking at things right now, everything is green. Again, the golden bull run is upon us. Bitcoin trading for $76,600. Ethereum has broken out above 2,800. What have I been saying for weeks? Ethereum is bottomed out. When it breaks out above $2,800, it is going to make a quick run back up to 4,000. That has started. All right, Ethereum above 2,800. Do not undermine this. Just like Bitcoin broke out of an 8-month range, Ethereum has now broken out of its cluster of accumulation down here between $2,100 and $2,800 to the upside. This is very bullish for altcoins as well. Don't undermine Ethereum right now on this breakout. I'll get into some Ethereum news in just one moment. However, let's look at crypto bubbles first. Looking at crypto bubbles, again, everything is green in the top 100 for the day. All right, we got Powell and the interest rate cut decision in 9 minutes at this moment in time, and everything is mega green ahead of the FOMC day announcement. So here it is, 2 p.m. U.S. federal funds rate, FOMC statement. That is 9 minutes away, and the press conference will be starting at 2:30 p.m. When it comes to the FOMC Fed meeting today, there is a 99.1% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut. Again, a 99.1% chance. So this is bullish. This is going to stimulate the economy, and it's also going to lead to more stimulus, aka the money printer, in due time, which is going to really ramp things up here for our golden crypto bull run. So very exciting times right now. Before we get into the Bitcoin chart, let's finish talking about Ethereum, and then I'll get into the live chat in just a moment. Again, guys, be sure to smash that like button. I really appreciate your support, and one like goes a really long way, so smash that like button. Now, looking at Ethereum again, don't undermine the breakout. However, we got whales and ICO participants continuing to dump millions of dollars on ETH in the market. This is a tweet from Look On Chain, and this was posted around 12 hours ago. So they said a whale with 400,000 Ethereum worth $1.14 billion began selling today, November 7th, after being dormant for over 8 years. In the past 6 hours, 13,400 Ethereum worth approximately $37.3 million has been sold at an average price of $2,790. They have identified 28 wallets that all started accumulating Ethereum from Shapeshift in January 2016. Listen to this. At an average cost of $3.50 per Ethereum. That's quite the return. So all the 28 wallets transferred ETH to new wallets in August of 2016. These 28 wallets likely belong to the same whale. So is this the Ethereum Foundation on different wallets selling? Is this just an early ETH whale selling? Who knows who it is behind the scenes of the blockchain? But I've shown you guys how the Look On Chain account has identified the Ethereum Foundation selling millions of dollars of ETH over the past few weeks, past few months, and the big ICO participants that were able to buy Ethereum for pennies on the dollar are continuing to sell. However, there's obviously buy pressure coming in, more likely than not from the spot ETF, that is causing Ethereum to break out here. All right, so despite whales selling millions and millions and millions of dollars of ETH that they bought for pennies on the dollar, Ethereum has broken out of this range. All right, so that's quite bullish. On the other hand, Solana looks like it wants to blast to a new all-time high today, if not tomorrow. Here's Solana on the weekly time frame. Clean breakout above $185. It is now at the yearly highs from earlier in 2024 in March. This is at $200 to $210. Above that, the only thing is a gap up to the all-time high at 259. All right, so Solana, major resistance. We have 6 minutes. 6 minutes before FOMC. We are about to find out if this move into this major resistance is going to lead to a pullback before the inevitable move higher to the all-time high, or if we're just going to blast right through it and go straight to 259 and then go into price discovery for Solana. So don't have your bull goggles on too much right now, because everything is still at like these major higher time frame resistances, basically the yearly highs, and Bitcoin, breaking out into price discovery. So the market can pull back and still be extremely bullish. It's important to understand that. If this FOMC does lead to a sell the news, that's a big if, and we're about to find out in 5 minutes with everything just pumping into weekly time frame resistance. If we get pullbacks, we know levels to look for pullbacks. Solana, that's obviously the $185 level, which was the major breakout point, and that broke earlier today or yesterday. For ETH, we know it's 2,800, if not these highs over here at around 2,700. For Bitcoin, it's a little bit different because it's in price discovery and it's extended, and it's going for the major move here. Again, the higher time frame charts broke out of the 8-month sideways choppy trend. On the lower time frames, we do have this new channel that has been broken out above, which leads me to believe this does want to head straight to 80,000 US dollars per one Bitcoin. All right, so that's our target to the upside. To the downside, this thing can drop as low as, these levels down here, like 65, 66K, the bottom of this channel, and the market structure would still be bullish. So whatever happens, even if we do get a pullback, do not fear, do not fret. We are in a bull market, and pullbacks would be gifts, but momentum is largely to the upside, and 80K is next for Bitcoin. But yeah, we're about to find out if we're going to get some crazy volatility in the other direction here in 3 minutes with FOMC, or if we are going to just pump straight up to 80K. Let me go ahead and address our chat here and see what's going on. Shout out to JMan7272. Being here nice and early. Appreciate your support, J-Man. We also got Johnny G. Greetings from Europe. What's up, Johnny? Good to have you. We got All Day Dre. We got Silvadala, Glasshopper77. Abu. What's going on, Abu? He says, we already broke Connor. Do you believe alt season is next? I certainly have the belief alt season is coming, and likely it won't happen until Bitcoin's done with its mega pump. Some altcoins are going to coincide with Bitcoin's pump, but for the most part, altcoin season won't truly begin until dominance basically tops. Huge down move on dominance today, so that's a start. We'll see if it's just kind of a sell-off before heading higher, or Bitcoin dominance does want to go higher towards 63. Sorry, sell off before going higher and head towards 63.5%. But this could be the start of it, although I'm not sure. I think Bitcoin needs to put in a mega rally first, and dominance will go up with it. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes now before FOMC. 2 minutes. And let's make sure we have Forex Factory ready to refresh so we can get the instant results. 1 minute and 20 seconds, as you can see here on the screen. Shout out to Elvis. He says, let's get this party started. Let's get it started. Silvadala says, today can ignite a giga pump if the market reacts right. Yes, sir. And Jasper, what's up, Jasper? All is well over here, my man. Interest rates will go down. Yes, Vicente, that is expected. Interest rates are expected to go down by 25 basis points. We'll get into meme coins, Glasshopper and Johnny asking about Dig, Ski, and Bobo. We'll look at those right after we get this announcement in 30 seconds. Let's throw on this music as we wait. Upside for Bitcoin is 80,000 United States dollars. All right, should be any second now. Pending. Give it a refresh. All right, there you go. Right on forecast. Right on forecast there. Music is loud. Is it too loud? I'll go ahead and lower that. All right, so not much of an initial reaction. Not much yet. We'll see if we get some volatility here for BTC. If not, we're going to go ahead and continue on with our other planned content. Music off. All right, I'll turn the music off. Does it not sound good? Some feedback. Let me know what it sounds like. Can't hear you. Got it. What if I go like this? Should be better now. Should be better. Cool, I appreciate the feedback, guys. Let me know if it's better now. I just lowered it significantly. That's a lot better. Cool. Thank you for the update. All right, so not much of a reaction here from the market. Maybe another 10 to 20%. All right. Go ahead and fix it. That should be significantly better now. And again, yeah, the FOMC was right on expectations at 25 basis points. And the market has not necessarily reacted at all to this. Again, we can head back to our chart here in the lower time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute. And it's really nothing. So here on the 5-minute time frame, we are in a bit of a rising wedge. Like so. And we also have clean bearish divergence forming. So this will be invalidated, and this pattern gets invalidated a lot in a strong aggressive bull trend. 15-minute looks a bit better. But long story short, this pattern here, you'll see it a lot over the course of this crypto golden bull run. This is typically bearish, right? A rising wedge like this with bearish divergence, you expect it to break down. Now, this is a bearish pattern and you expect it to lead to a breakdown. However, in a bull structure, in an aggressive bull trend, the horizontal support at the base of the wedge will hold. All right, so I think there's a pretty high chance here. We're looking on the 15-minute and 5-minute time frames that we at least come back down and test our daily open at 75,600. Right, it looks like we're getting a move now towards our daily open at 75.6K. But again, if the structure is going to remain like extremely bullish here, it will simply come down and then head back up towards our target at 80,000. And that coincides fairly well with the top of this channel breakout. All right. Again, we were just zoomed in very, very far in the 5 and 15-minute time frames, but nonetheless, pull back to the daily open makes perfect sense to me here. We're about to find out what happens. I guess we're really not going to get much volatility until the press conference does begin at 2:30 which is in another 26 minutes from now, guys. So really not much of a reaction at all. From Bitcoin, altcoins down slightly, but still mega green for the day. Right, if we look at how some of these alts are reacting, Pepe, nothing really at all. WIF, we'll put this on auto real quick. All right, maybe we don't even want that. It's always great when the chart doesn't fit to scale. Anyways, on WIF, I mean, this is in a bull flag structure. I'll zoom it out and show you in a moment. But again, really little reaction off of the FOMC news here. And with, call it a bull flag, call it a bull pennant. All I know is that this is in a consolidation, getting closer to an apex, as we can see just here. All right, nice impulsive move, consolidate. You'd like to see this lead to another breakout move higher. And it is below the daily open today, so something like WIF, we're going to see if it can flip the day from red to green. As of now, right, it just tried to flip. However, it's been rejected off of the daily open. But yeah, for the most part, none of these alts are reacting much at all from our FOMC news. So a bit of a non-event for the most part so far. I think the main narrative, the main thing this week was obviously the elections. And this is just kind of like the icing on the cake with FOMC, but yeah, expecting more volatility than this personally. But again, Bitcoin to the yearly open or the daily open at 75,600 makes sense if price is going to react off of our bearish divergence and this falling wedge. Again, that bearish div is on the 5-minute time frame, so take it with a grain of salt. But that's what's happening currently. Syria, Powell's speech timing, it's at 2:30 p.m. It's always 30 minutes after. So that's in 23 minutes from now. Rav CV says sound off, still too loud, better. Sounds great. A lot of mixed timing here with the sounds. Some people saying it's good, some people saying it's too loud. But I think more people are now saying it's good now than it's bad. So we're going to leave it as it is. All right, we'll get into some inquiries as we await Powell's speech here. Market is now bouncing from our trendline support on the lower time frames for Bitcoin. Let's see. El Punto Verde says thoughts on Mao on ETH. There's many versions of Mao, huh? Mao on ETH. Look, this is its first day. I got no thoughts on this coin. First day that is live, brand new. Another cat meme. I'm not really sure how this will do, to be honest with you. No thoughts to share on this. I will say that base memes are picking up big time. All right, Ski Mask Dog. Huge pump, 50% up today from around a 1.7 mil market cap to, let me make sure that's correct actually. This thing went from a 1.7 mil market cap to 3.6. Can do Inu on base. This looks like somebody dumped yesterday but immediately bought back up, which is quite bullish. Right, if somebody sells and the position is immediately bought by stronger holders, that's a very good sign. But yeah, Kendu Inu on base is holding really strong at a 5 million market cap, 5.2 right now. And in my opinion, right, this trend line was put on this chart for a reason. Notice the consolidation now. Likely it will consolidate till this trend line, and then we see a move back up to the all-time high at 10 million market cap. And ideally it breaks out and goes into price discovery. But yeah, base picking up big time, and a lot of these base meme coins are looking quite bullish. I would not look over Kendu Inu on base. I made a full video on it when the market cap was around 4 mil. But I mean, I've been talking about this thing since the bottom low, sub 1 million. So this isn't something new here. This is something that, you know, I've had some conviction in because I've done quite well on the Kendu on Ethereum. But yeah, I think Kendu base has a legitimate shot to go to price discovery and make new all-time highs. On the other hand, Kendu on ETH still in this range sideways, having a really hard time picking up momentum. So yeah, the base one certainly has momentum in its sales right now. We'll see if that continues, but I'd like to see that continue. On the other hand, we got some Ethereum memes like Bobo. So Bobo, still very bullish on this coin. Here we have this chart. So Bobo came right back down to support just a few days ago and put in a mega rally off of that level. All right, so Bobo is one of the better memes, in my opinion, in the whole crypto Twitter world, the crypto culture. Bobo is iconic, and it's not new. It's been around, and it's long been established. So yes, I have a position in Bobo. That should not be a surprise to anybody that watches the channel, because I made that pretty clear. Good chance that this low down here was the bottom, although we'll see. This hasn't necessarily been moving like other meme coins. However, I believe that's because it's more of an organic community and not pushed in the way some of these other ones are. Which means that the rally will be more sustainable ideally when it does start. But yeah, I don't see Bobo hanging out below 100 million market cap for too much longer. And I think this will be a great performer. We'll see if I'm right down the line. Other coins like Mumu the Bull. Again, it's been in this channel for a long time. Mumu has been in this channel for a long time, since August. Alright, so 3 months basically. 4 months. And broke out, came back, retested this level here, the horizontal, and it's trying to break out of this channel again. So when it does actually truly convincingly break this channel and then break this horizontal level up here, good chance this will fly as the mascot of the bull run. But many coins, I mean across the board, things are looking quite bullish, except for Trump coins or anything related to politics. They all got smashed. Now we have something like ticker Bitcoin. And we can draw ticker Bitcoin like so. Looks like a bull flag to me. Pump, flag, flag, flag. I think this will eventually lead to an impulsive breakout move higher out of this kind of sideways downward sloping consolidation on ticker Bitcoin. I mean, this thing, if you want to talk about breakouts, right, sideways for a year and a half, and it's essentially broke out and it's retesting the previous resistance of the year plus long range. So ticker Bitcoin, in terms of a meme that has potential, I would not look over it. It's also on Murad's list. Big cult. They have NFTs that are trading for, let's check out the price of these Sproto NFTs actually. Do we accept the truth? Yes, we do.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, we got to turn that music off too. Apologies if that was too loud. Sproto Gremlin NFTs take us to Magic Eden. So these NFTs for ticker Bitcoin, they're trading at a floor price of 3.1 ETH. All right, for a little picture that looks like a little weird blue gremlin. In US dollar value, that is $8,930 for one of these NFTs. All right, and these have increased by a lot over the past few months, with ticker Bitcoin increasing in popularity because of Murad putting it on his list and talking about it all the time. So yeah, this is a ecosystem between the meme coin, these NFTs. There's a lot of money in this ecosystem. So I would not be fading ticker Bitcoin. The liquidity will be released or unlocked shortly on November 10th in 2 days. And you can see there's 1,000 ETH there locked up. So it's going to be important for the team to basically not pull all the liquidity, and they can either relock it or something like that. And if they do that, investor confidence will go through the roof. And I can see Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin, continuing on its breakout. But a lot of things are looking quite good today. Many coins. Green. So Toshi back up to a 71 million market cap. Almost 72 million. Up nice over the past few days. I talked about Toshi yesterday and said this was a double bottom. So good to see that reaction play out off of our analysis here on the channel. Back to Bitcoin. So it looks like we have held our bottom trend line as support here in this rising wedge. Again, on looking at the 5-minute time frame, there are signs this does want to drop to the daily open. However, there's really no movement just yet. We sold off at 2 p.m. We're now getting bought back up right to the sell-off point at $76.6 thousand. So really a bit of a non-event with FOMC today so far. And Lucas says, check out Cetus and Talent. So Cetus is the DEX on Sui. And this is meme coin trading infrastructure. And it's performing like a meme coin. So this is broken out into price discovery this week, Cetus, today actually. What's the market cap? I wouldn't be chasing the pump personally. 237 million market cap. Definitely don't chase the pump. You would have had to be positioned from lower. I would say let it go if you're not in it already. And Talent Protocol here on the daily time frame. 4 hour. So 7.5 cent support. I'm going to say resistance is here at 11.3 cents. This was a false breakout deviation. This is your actual range. Okay, so you're basically just chopping around in your range, looking like chicken scratch on the chart. There's been no range low deviation. Right, typically it's deviate the highs, deviate the lows, and then break out the highs. Typically you'll see the continuation whichever way was deviated first, and this was the high here. So maybe that was front ran on Talent Protocol down here at like 8 cents. But if it does end up coming to the range low at like 7.3 cents, that would be your entry with the expectation that you would get the breakout to the upside afterwards. All right, we got some more questions over here. And Glasshopper said earlier, dig or ski. So both are memes on base. Doge and Glasses dig, as well as Ski Mask Dog. Dig, I would say, is more risk, more reward, being that it's smaller market cap, and I'd say less known than something like Ski Mask Dog. But I think it will give more X's if it does end up working out well, and I think there's a pretty decent chance it does, especially with the success of Dogecoin and Elon Musk. And this thing again has died multiple times, and every time it dies it comes back to life. It's resilient, which is what you'd like to see for a meme. Ski, on the other hand, also has died and come back to life quite a bit, much more so than something like Dig. So I'd say holders on both coins are there's probably bag holders, but I'd say there's more bag holders on Ski Mask Dog, people that bought higher and they're still just bag holding an underwater bag. So maybe that'll make a difference. In terms of X's, again, I think Dig, if it works out, will give more X's than Ski Mask Dog, but a potentially higher risk hold for base meme coins. But you know, both of them can pull some pretty amazing numbers. I think there's room in the base ecosystem for many coins to pull insane multiples. All right. And Johnny G said, Bobo, when? Yeah, should be soon. Again, I don't think it's going to hang out below 100 million market cap for too much longer. Especially as we accelerate now Bitcoin and price discovery. You know, it's going to get pretty crazy, guys. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. So now we have the move that we were expecting. Coming back down to our daily open at 75,600 for BTC. It makes sense to test the daily open if you're going to continue higher, or maybe this is going to turn out to be a red day. Just kind of a consolidation day after making a new all-time high. And it just kind of ends up chopping around 75K again. But in general, yeah, I mean, expect this daily open to get tagged here. So we got 10 minutes now until Powell speaks at the press conference, guys. 10 minutes before Powell speaks. As we wait for that, let's get into some other news. So, speaking about Jerome Powell and the Fed, being that Trump is going to be the president in January when he gets inaugurated, he is likely to allow Jerome Powell to serve the remainder of his term, and this is until May 15th of 2026. So essentially another 2 years of Powell. So the memes will continue. The JPOW memes will continue. And they probably will turn the money printer on at some point. We'll see what Trump does. We'll see how he stimulates the economy. Yeah, good chance that he's going to make America great again and do something to really change the ways that it's been going, because it's been insane with the devaluation of the dollar. Some other news from BRICS. So they said that China says it's hopeful for a peaceful coexistence with the United States. They said, we respect the choice of the American people. And this guy here said, it's so funny how all of a sudden everyone want to behave now. That's what happens when you would have an actual leader in charge who will basically make it known that you shouldn't try and sneak one by. Right? Because you will pay for it. So all good stuff here. You love to see an actual leader that people respect in charge of the United States. And China is now showing that respect, saying they respect the choice of the American people. Some other news as well from BRICS. So the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman calls to strengthen relations with the United States following Donald Trump's election victory. So everyone wants to be the U.S.'s friend now. They don't want to be on that enemy list because, yeah, for obvious reasons. That military-industrial complex will make you pay, as we've seen for the past 100 or whatever years. Also, we have a tweet. We'll watch this video from the Chinese media talking about a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Let's go ahead and put this on pause as we watch this video on X.
特币价格飙升至历史新高。数据显示，按市值计，
we don't gotta listen to it. You guys can see the text. All you have to know is that they are reporting on the fact that the U.S. plans to make a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So yeah, the geopolitical war, is it war games? Is that the word I'm looking for? Basically, yeah, that's heating up. Yeah, there's going to be a national interest across many nations in Bitcoin, and they have to buy. There's only 21 million coins to buy. Probably 4 million of them are lost forever. So, I mean, this is all really bullish stuff, guys. Again, golden bull run. Don't undermine the fact that Bitcoin has broken out of an 8-month range. Don't undermine the fact that it's in price discovery. And don't undermine the fact the next target to the upside is $80,000. And also don't undermine the fact that even if this was to drop to 65K, it would still be bullish. There would be no loss in bullish structure. So the trend is your friend until the end. And the trend is up, as I've been saying. I remember in October, like early October, there were some guys here in our live chat. I was saying the trend is up, the trend is your friend. And they're like, dude, the trend isn't up. Like nothing's happening. It's going sideways. Right? They were unable to spot the fact that the market structure completely shifted. in September, right? We went from straight sideways slash down to a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. This is an uptrend, right? This is why you need to be careful about, listening to random people on the internet. A lot of them don't know what they're talking about. Many people told me we were not in an uptrend when I made it pretty clear we were. So don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend until the very end, and the trend is up. Don't undermine that. Don't fight it. This is a bull market. Let's see. Florent 1980, he says, thanks, Connor, for being here every day. Your level of involvement is beyond reality. Just smash that like button, guys. I am so euphoric. Florent, I appreciate your support, man. It means a lot. And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you guys get value out of the streams. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. But before that, let's turn our music back on. Let me know if it's too loud, because I think I changed the volume on my computer. Let's see. Mike B says, we ready at Empire to hold and trade our way to the moon. Oh, we're ready. We are indeed ready. Vicente says, opinions about Solana after the Fed decision. So the Fed decision, again, it was a bit of a non-event. If we look on our 5-minute, there's been a constant bid all morning and early afternoon on Sol. Pushing this price higher, nice move. Same thing as Bitcoin, right? Signs of a potential top, bearish div on these lower time frames. And in Sol's case, it is now pulled back to this kind of base level of support at $195. So it's already broken this trend. Again, I already spoke on Sol earlier. A massive breakout level is $185. It can go back down there and still be extremely bullish. It would just be a bullish breakout retest. Be no reason to worry. So yeah, I mean, the bid has kind of slowed down as of now with FOMC. Powell will be talking in 3 minutes. But if this trend is going to stay super aggressive to the upside, you likely don't see Sol. It's either going to hold this support at 195 or hold this support at 191 if it's going to stay very strong and aggressive and take out 200 today, which is very possible. I mean, don't try and fight this, guys. Like, this is very bullish stuff happening in crypto that we've waited quite a long time for. So it's best to flow down the path of least resistance, and that is basically going with the market trend. And the market trend is up. The shamanist says that ETH is dead. I don't believe it's dead, but it certainly has a lot of selling pressure from the early buyers from the first few days of it trading, say in the ICO. A lot of whales taking profit over the past few weeks and months. Let's see. We got Crypto Middle East and Africa. He says, how are you, Connor? I'm doing well. How are you doing, brother? Can you please share correction buy levels for Bitcoin and Sol to increase my positions? I'm currently 20% in, 80% out, still out. Levels still out. Levels bought at $68,500 and $165. All right. So those are great initial entries for Bitcoin and Sol. 68,500 and 165. All right, you bought the dip over the weekend, basically. So correction levels for Bitcoin. Again, this can come to these lows down here at $65,000 and still be bullish. all the way down here at these lows. Now, we don't necessarily want to see that happen. We want to see this month of November stay green. And with that, price we need to hold above the monthly open, which is here at $70,500 approximately. So if you get a retest of the monthly open on Bitcoin, I would say that's going to be your next buy level, as well as down here at 65, 66K. What I'm going to do now is clean this chart up a bit and mark out clear zones, so we don't have just random lines everywhere. We'll organize this a little bit. All right, so let's clear this out. And let's go ahead and isolate this level. Like so. And we'll isolate this here. Like so. All right. So Bitcoin monthly open 68,500, which is the range kind of major breakout level, and 65, 66K. These are your buy levels for BTC. Solana hit that daily demand over the weekend, which is exactly what I said it would do. Anyways, pullback levels now. So the breakout level at 185 certainly is one. And then your monthly open, which is down here at the top of our orange at around $170, $169. Those are your levels for Solana. Mo Salah, Crypto Middle East and Africa. I hope that helps, man. Those are the levels I'll be looking at. And Ladger Doodle says, thanks Connor, thoughts on Jupe entered at 99 cents. So Jupiter. We will go ahead and pull it up here. There you go. Thoughts on Jupe. So it's at the highs. All right, it is trying to break. Now listen, Solana to 200 is going to send Jupe into the $1.70 levels up here. The yearly highs basically. So Jupe looks great. Kind of a flagpole here, as you can see. Flag in or pull in, flag, and then you're just looking for that next impulsive breakout move higher. But yeah, Jupe looks good, Ladger Doodle. I would stay long personally. Obviously manage that risk. You got a good entry at 99 cents, or maybe not the best, but still you got filled on this wick today. If price does end up coming back down, we get a retrace across the board, then likely we'll see the monthly open, if not my line here at 93.6 cents. So you can either look to put a stop in and get back in lower, or scale in the position more, like add more to the long at these levels. But yeah, Jupe looks good, and it's going to pump, right? This is a meme coin trading infrastructure play on Solana. It will do good. I have confidence in saying that. Sui pushing new all-time highs as well. Not really talked about too much. But yeah, Sui breaking into price discovery. And with that, the Sui memes. Not necessarily reacting too much off today. However, they have put in some nice moves recently, like huge rallies, not 100%. But this rally, it was 35%. If we go to, what's that other one? That stupid fish on Sui. But Blub, sorry, I couldn't even remember it. Blub the fish, there you go. All right, nice move off of the demand zone. Again, guys, if you haven't watched the Sui meme coin video, I'm just referencing the coins I shared in that video here. Posted 3 days ago, and many of the coins, or the three I shared, they all moved from their respective levels. And then the AAA cat, which is trying to break a high here. So yeah, all these SUI memes are looking quite good with SUI pumping. We looked at Cetus, the main DEX on SUI already, just breaking into price discovery. This is meme coin trading infrastructure on SUI, just like Jupe is meme coin trading infrastructure on Solana. So yeah, that's all looking pretty good stuff. That's all looking good. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's see. What's going on, Elvis? He says, kindly help me take a look at Woo. We can do that. All right, so Woo Network, here on the daily and the weekly. So this went back down to the bear market low prices at 11 cents after hitting 69 cents in March. So I mean, that's a crazy retracement. 83%, actually not that crazy, pretty on par with most altcoins. That's pretty average actually for the majority of alts that happened this year. I mean, you certainly have signs of a bottom structure forming. You can also notice how the trend has significantly changed and the market structure is different. All right, this was all a downtrend, and the downtrend ended over here at the start of September. It's now a sideways range, all right? Which is a very good thing to see. Now your kind of range low is down here at 15 cents. And you've moved up off of that range low to the range highs. All right, so the market's bullish. Again, the golden bull run is upon us. So you'd expect momentum to continue to the upside here. First order of business, you just reclaimed the monthly open for November. That's great. The month was red, now it's green. Now you want to reclaim this quarterly open. Get above this quarterly open and you can break out of the range and then start heading back up here towards the yearly open at 40 cents, right? This is the price it opened at on January 1st, 2024. Well below it. It's a red year. So yeah, flip the quarterly, gap up to the yearly is what I see for Woo. If you come back down to the range lows around 15 cents, that's going to be your optimal entry levels. If not, you're going to have to look on the smaller time frames and look to buy any retracements. But Woo in general, that's my trading plan for that coin. Looks like we do have a €5.99 super chat from Benjamin H. What's going on, Benjamin? Thank you for the super chat. And Benjamin says, hi Connor, what are your thoughts on the peak launch on the 12th of this month? Thanks for the feedback. So if I'm not mistaken, that's DPIN, the peak network. I know this is a very hyped up project. It's been highly anticipated for a while. And being that it's in a good narrative, right? Internet of Things, IoT, DPIN, nothing new here, but bullish narrative. So thoughts on the launch? I'm not exactly sure on what valuation it will be launching at, what market cap, what fully diluted market cap, things like that. I need to look into the vesting schedules, right? The tokenomics. So like the fine details, I'm not up to date with right now. But in general, I know that this is a highly anticipated project and it's in a good narrative, which is DPIN. So based off of those factors alone, you'd expect this project to do quite well if there's no major sell-off or prolonged selling from early investors. So that's important to look at the tokenomics in detail, the vesting, all of those things. So yeah, I need to look into that to give you a full answer. But in general, that's my thoughts. Benjamin, thank you for the super chat, sir. Greatly appreciated. Shout out to Rigoberto. Says, good afternoon, Empire Squad. What's going on, Rigo? And let's see, man with a plan. He says, good to see y'all fam here. Connor, what do you think about Murad's thesis of the whole 2025 or even more crazy bull run timing? So Murad's thesis is kind of outlining a repeat of 2017 where there was at least my interpretation on it. We had an infinite bid for a full year straight. Right, if you look at this, (2017) January to December 2017, you know, we basically had an infinite bid on Bitcoin as well as altcoins in 2017. It just went straight up all year. There was a few weeks that we pulled back, but there was never more than 3 red weeks in a row. Prices went up all year long. I'm not sure that's a repeat, right? I think things are completely different now. This has definitely been the weirdest cycle we've experienced before. It looks far different from all the other cycles in terms of, say, how altcoins are reacting to Bitcoin, meme coins, obviously. So yeah, maybe select assets catch an infinite bid and go up the entire year of 2025. But for the most part, I do expect a mania phase, and I do expect that either within the next 7 weeks of this year or the first 12 weeks of next year. And then I expect things to significantly cool off after that. All right, so I don't necessarily expect an infinite bid for all of 2025. Maybe we put in, you know, another bullish move at the end of the year, like what's happened every single cycle at the year after the halving. But there's going to be a period of time in between that, likely, where things slow down significantly. So my plan is to take profits on the way up and keep a close eye on the ball, basically, and be able to react to any changes in structure. But yeah, I mean, not necessarily sure we do get this kind of all year long bullish trend for 12 months straight. And yes, Powell is live right now, and he must not be saying anything too significant because the price is not doing anything really. Nothing at all. Again, one last time for anybody who may have joined late. Bitcoin on the lower time frames. Rising wedge. Bearish divergence. This is expected to come and test your daily open at $75,600 for BTC. Shout out to Bergen County Real Estate. It says it's a whole vibe in here today. Yes, sir. And Jazzy says, what's up, legend? Hope you're doing well. How is INSP looking? Inspect. Well, look at that. And Bergen County Real Estate says, can you give a general definition of the DPIN narrative? So yeah, DPIN stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. So basically hardware that you have in your house or maybe in your car, but it's a hardware device that is connected to the Internet of Things, creating a decentralized network. And that's essentially what the Peak project is, right? They're building their own hardware, their own infrastructure, and they're making their own decentralized network, as well as all DPIN projects. General definition there. Now, INSP, how's it looking? Well, on the weekly, you got a mega green week. So it's showing signs that it is completely bottomed, being that it's up now 6x off of the bottom. Very nice move. 5x off of the bottom. And in reality, you have this one last resistance to clear at 6.8 cents before you get back up to the yearly open and the consolidation of where it launched at. All right, so this chart is shaping up to be a thing of beauty. It's got that new chart look on the weekly. Pump, sell off, bottom, reclaim, and then go into price discovery. So yeah, INSP is looking quite good right now, and it's getting bid up. Again, one last resistance to clear just here. It's actually at 6.5 cents. Once you flip that, you're back in that consolidation level of where it launched, and then you can break that and go into price discovery. So yeah, INSP looks bullish. Again, the golden bull run is upon us. It's time for many of these coins to start reclaiming lost ground, and INSP is doing that. Almost a 12 million market cap. So yeah, it's a very low market cap. It's going to move quick. Shout out Fiat equals poor. And J-Man says, yo, Mighty Connor, I really want to buy Tau. Do you think it will come back lower to levels or just plunge in? So, do I think it will come back down? Hard to say, right? I mean, I've said how there's a chance for Bitcoin to come back down to 65K and it would still be bullish. So with that, altcoins would pull back with it. Which would mean that there is the chance that Tau does come back, sub 400, and maybe go ahead and test our orange zone in the golden pocket. Notice how the golden pocket was front run here. Although it touched the daily 200 EMA exactly. But your golden pocket's at $396. So do I think Tau will come back down? Likely will retrace at least part of this, come back and test the monthly open possibly at 485. I would say to plunge in, you'll likely get something around the monthly open. But I think there's still a chance that Bitcoin can pull back. It might be next week, it might be in 2 weeks from now. And with that, you'd likely get a pullback on alts. So if you see Tau in the low 400s, high 300s, that's a blind buy. Don't even think about it. The plan's laid out. But the first level to plunge in for Tau would be the monthly open at this point at $485. Dre is reminding us about the old turkey. It's a bull market, Yes, sir. Don't fight it. All right. So Powell really must not be saying anything too significant right now, because the price is really not moving at all. But with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap up our live stream now. All right. It was a fun Fed meeting live stream. I hope you guys did enjoy it as well. Of course, we'll be back live again tomorrow. And we got some regular videos in production right now that should be released soon on the channel. So a lot in the works here at Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. Hope you guys did enjoy this live stream. If you did, you know what to do. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And turn on all bell notifications. Hit that bell button so you don't miss any future videos. Appreciate all of your support. Thanks for being here. Again, this is Crypto Empire, where we dominate the market. We're live every weekday, Monday through Friday, also on Sundays. And we get you guys all the information that you need to know to dominate the market. So tell your friends, tell your family, Crypto Empire is where it's at. Tell them to subscribe to the channel and join the daily live streams. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. My name's Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.